If you ever catch me staring, I am 1. Admiring your piercing slash tattoo slash hairstyle slash outfit. 2. Trying to figure out if I know you. 3. Think you're gorgeous and can't help myself. Truth. 4. Just staring into space and haven't realized I'm staring at a living person. Almost always the fourth one, to be honest. White dude in this horror movie translates old Arabic text. Somehow it rhymes perfectly in English. Now I really wanna see a horrible faltering translation from one of these movies. Like, whomsoever enters this room, they shall. Well, this word is like, literally it means unbecome, but it was used as a euphemism for death, pooping, and, wait, when was this carved? Was it 15th century? Cause it was a euphemism for sex too in the 15th century. This is either a cursed crypt, a bathroom, or a royal bedroom. Who wants to roll the dice? You guys. I've gotta be honest, okay. This thing's written in some kind of weird localized dialect, and I've only ever studied the standard form of the language. I mean, this part right here. I can't even tell if it's some kind of error or an obscure slang phrase. Whatever it is, I have no idea what the F it means. This is written in ancient Sumerian. It's about, well, that word is, okay, this is either a poem about farming or straight up a nasty sex guide. It might be both. I want a shower. Okay, see, the thing is, in one dialect this word is the name of a terrifying demon, but in a completely different language from the same area that has the same writing system and gave a lot of loan words to the first, it means horse, and the context is really not helping. You know what? This thing is bound in human skin and the walls are bleeding. Let's just leave. Come hither, fool. The fool jingled miserably across the floor. This has got to be the funniest sentence I've seen all day. I'm gonna cry. Everyone talks about how Jesus drove the money changers and merchants out of the temple, but everyone glosses over the fact that he took the time to braid a whip. That would have taken a couple hours. I have braided leather before, and it takes a lot of time and effort. It may have even taken more than one day, all scripture says is, and when he had made a scourge of small cords, he drove them all out of the temple. There isn't a time period given, but I would still say it was at least a few hours. He had to braid multiple cords, bind them together, make a handle, and fix the cords to the handle. The point of this is that what he did was not impulsive. It was cold and calculated. Premeditated even. I'm sorry, I know this is a really great insight, but all I can think of is Jesus sitting there making his whip, and the apostles shuffling around nervously, wondering who's about to get it. Honestly, what's going through my head is just, apostles, you're back early. Jesus. Temples infested. Apostles. What? Jesus. Like 3 hours later, cracks whip. Temples infested. Fun fact. According to folklorists, all myths, fairy tales and nursery rhymes that are about some dude named Jack are talking about the same guy. What this means is that every single one of the following. Jack Be Nimble, who jumped over burning candles for fun. Jack the Giant Killer, who sold his cows for magic beans, then robbed and killed a giant. Stingy Jack, who tricked the devil so many times, he was banned from both afterlives. Jack of Jack and Jill, who splattered his head open falling down a hill. Jack-o'-lantern, the headless horseman spirit of Halloween. Jack Frost, the spirit, who heralds the end of autumn and the start of winter. Are literally the same jackass, who made so many bad life choices. He ended up an immortal Iceland with a pumpkin serving as both his head and flashlight. But what an incredible journey he had getting there. He's ye old Florida man. I don't think American filmmakers realize how huge London is, because sure, you have the London Eye and Houses of Parliament, but when you say London has fallen what? So the Nando's in Catford is in flames? The Tesco in Peckham has descended into chaos? What the F? We have states bigger than your entire country. Straight boy, about 5'5", but I don't let it get to me. Meet 6'5" guy at a camp that I work at. We have to move a bunch of boxes. I pick one up, trip and fall. Don't be such a silly little boy. Instant throbbing boner. FFF, please don't be gay. I don't want to be gay. What does this mean? Not only are you gay, you're a bottom. I remember on my 4th grade field trip, my class was standing on a hill, and my teacher said, "Let's roll out," and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I started rolling down the hill, and I had to hold my teacher's hand for the rest of the day. I don't trust asexuals, because their brains are not distracted by the matters of the flesh. Where is all that brain power going? I bet it's going to the overmind, where they are gathering strength to consolidate their hold over the world. Don't invite me anywhere. Last minute I enjoy doing nothing, so I need to know ahead of time if my plan to do nothing needs to be changed. This is legit, and people don't realize it. Hey, what are you doing? Nothing. Oh great. So you are available. No, you don't understand. I'm doing nothing. I'm doing nothing. Actively. It's important. This confuses me on so many levels. Slavery. I discovered today that if Link's hair doesn't load properly in bot, he looks just like Bobby Hill. That's my purse. I don't know you. If you're having trouble sleeping, clap your hands. If you're having trouble sleeping, clap your hands. If you're having trouble sleeping, and you really feel like weeping, cause you can't stop f***ing thinking, clap your hands. Holy sh! I found my new theme song. Me, writing dialogue. What is man? But a vessel through which a higher entity may see. What is his purpose? Must he find a purpose? We are but stardust, the universe comprehending itself. Me, writing action. They ran real fast from the bad men and legs hurty. Me writing action. Her legs pounded against the earth, the familiar jolt grounding her like nothing else could. Magic, gods, royalty. She didn't know anything about that. But running? That's something she'd been doing since day one. Me, writing dialogue. I dunno man. What you wanna do? I dunno. What do you think? Hey man. I don't know. Me writing action. Room go boom. Me, writing dialogue. Noppity nope, that ain't dope. The holy trinity of writing. The older and taller you are, the more attracted I'm to you. Abraham Lincoln rises from his grave. You got kick? If you ever want spicy insider info on Apple, I hate all their products, but I work in their customer service. Go on. We have a whole bucket of issues that we acknowledge and know about, but we can't acknowledge that to any customers or even offer repairs because Apple doesn't publicly admit to it. The iPhone 7 speaker likes to go out. We can't douche for any customer with this common and known issue. Sometimes the iCloud just eats people's data for no reason, and we have to go F with the account to make it come back. If you forget your password, there's a chance that you'll have to go through account recovery, even if you have the appropriate 2-factor verification code, because no reason. Account recovery takes anywhere from 2 days to 3 months to get you back into your account. I've legit had to tell people that it's expected behavior for them to have no access to their account for over a month because they committed the crime of signing in on a new iPhone. We have an internal article about devices being slowed down by updates, and the article basically tells you to shrug and say the phone's old. To factory restore an iPhone you have to use iTunes. Erase all content and settings is not the same thing, and if you use iTunes on a Mac, you're basically screwed because 90% of the time you'll get an error. It legit works better with Windows, but we can't say that. Within my own workplace, they try to make us use Safari on our Macs for official work websites, but they don't load. We have to use Google Chrome to get anything working. Our internal program to facilitate screen sharing with Macs and phones hasn't worked properly in over 3 months, and to this day, I can only use it maximum a couple times a day, despite being required to offer it on every call. We currently take all calls on a proprietary program made by Apple that is a buggy mess. It constantly crashes and causes issues. Sometimes the customer data doesn't load incorrectly, despite the information we enter being correct. We can't edit customer profiles, so if you change your phone number, the profile when you call in will never be changed. Our system is based on the same framework as the one Apple stores use, but we can't see anything the Apple store enters. When you call an Apple store, it directs you to the call center. If you need to talk to someone in the store, we put you on hold, call the public facing number that you just called, and then say manager to the automated system. Just saw Bindi Iwan got engaged, and apparently her fiancé is American. She's 21, and they've been dating for 6 years. I wonder if his family lives in or works in conservation, because imagine just being a random 15-year-old tourist at the zoo and having a meet cute with Steve Iwan's daughter, lol. Apparently, that's exactly how they met. Bindi just happened to be giving tours the day his family visited. Love is unreal. How is this not a teen rom-com yet? It gets better. Terry is also American and met Steve Iwan the same way, by chance at the Australia Zoo in 1991. Terry was devastated when he immediately offered to introduce her to his girlfriend Sue, until Steve called Sue over and a dog came bounding up. Multi-generational love at first sight. Hello fanfic authors, it's time for a vocab lesson. Wanton, sexually immodest or promiscuous. Wanton, a type of dumpling, commonly found in Chinese cuisines. Your characters should not be moaning like a Chinese dumpling. Okay, thank you, and good night. Either way, things are sure gonna get steamy. Get out. Pants were invented for men, not women. It's impossible for a woman to wear pants, jeans, yoga pants, dress pants, leggings, dungarees, etc. without sexualizing her body, since they highlight her legs, curves, and rear end. Women who want to be modest should not own pants at all. That's a lot of words for nobody will F me. Pants were invented for men, not according to my ancestors. Pants were invented for riding horses. People who didn't have nomad horse culture all wore dresses. Dress-wearing old Greek men considered pants to be the mark of barbarism, like the Scythians and Samaritans. Also, the Scythian and Samaritan tribes were known for equality between genders, where women were renowned hunters and archers. They are where the Greeks got the idea for Amazons. So sorry bro, pants are totally for women. You just mad it's for riding something that's not you. And here I thought I liked pants because they are practical. Person about to invent hummus. Man, F these chickpeas. Beats the shit out of them. I'm gonna invent powdered toes. Honestly, I don't know what this means, but I feel like you should go to jail. Toddlers are like velociraptors. They screech a lot, and they get way more dangerous when they figure out how to open doors. However, unlike a velociraptor, I can punch a toddler across a room and will not hesitate to do so. I have great news. You can, in fact, punch a velociraptor, but at what cost? Calls a sex hotline. Home Alone shouldn't have had a sequel. It should been a one-time thing. No, I don't want to talk dirty, listen to me. Home Alone 2 was terrible. Trust no one. Trust no one, especially Snake Hands Jimmy. His hands are snakes.